Um, Jumping into the next question is, this question comes from Joe Byron. I'm guessing that's a play on Joe Biden, or Joe Button, maybe. Most likely Joe Biden. There's always a play on words like that. This one is, how would you deal with wanting to move? Yeah, I think this is really, how would you, oh my God, how would you deal with wanting to move somewhere else while your significant other doesn't want to move with you? Like, they still want to be with you, but they don't want to move. That's, oh my God, the way that was phrased was terrible. So what this question is saying is, you're trying to move somewhere. Say this person's trying to move to another state, and your significant other doesn't want to move with you, and they want to stay but keep a long distance relationship. I believe this is what this is saying. How would I deal with this? Well, one, I don't deal with long distance relationships. They don't work. That's my opinion. That's strategically my opinion. And I probably should have said this way before I started talking. Anything I say is just my own opinion. It's not law. My word is not law. You could take this advice. It's not advice or anything like that. You take my words and run with it or wherever it is. It's just my own opinion about these. I'm going to try to answer these to the best of my abilities. I probably should have said that in the beginning, but y'all already know what it is, bro. Yeah, I don't deal with long distance relationships. Just don't work with me. Reason being is because I would want my woman like within just driving distance, like maybe at most an hour away, if that. I don't really want to drive a fucking hour to go see my woman. But if it comes to that point, like, I would do it most definitely. 2 hours is pushing it. Fuck all that, nigga. You on the other side of a goddamn state at that fucking point. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I ain't doing that shit, but yeah, I like having my woman near me at all times, somewhere I could at least go see her, take her out on dates, hold her, make love to her, shit like that. Like, that's me. Not one. Yeah, man, you could. How would I deal with this? Honestly, I would just do the ultimatum. It's each person has a choice at this point. You have a choice, and possibly, say, if it was my significant other, she has a choice. She could either stay with me, like, say if I was the one moving, she could either stay with me, but know that shit's gonna fucking happen. But honestly, I wouldn't deal with that. I would just break up with her. I'm sorry. Nah, I would just have to break up with her. I'm not going to cheat on her. I've never cheated on nobody, and I will never do that shit. So fuck that. I would just break up with her if she's not wanting to come. Unfortunately, she could probably be my fucking soul partner, or whatever that is. Soulmate is what they call them. Like, she could be my soulmate, lifelong partner, any this, that, and the third. Me personally, I would just break up with her if I was to make that move. If it was a serious move, say if this was another level to my job, or this was another level to further my career, or if this was a business opportunity of a lifetime or some shit like that, that is completely worth it, yes, that's what I would do. If it's nothing that significant, meaning if I was moving to another state because of, let's just say if I was going to another state because, I don't know, maybe some stupid family issues, or if this was, I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe college or something like that, to continue a college degree or something small that really isn't that significant. To me, it wouldn't be that significant to really break off a good relationship like that, good, healthy relationship. Well, that's another thing. It has to be healthy enough for me to want to stay. If it is, then yeah, I would keep keeping like that going. If it wasn't that significant and I was going, yeah, I would try the long distance relationship and see how well it goes. I would make the trips to go back and forth and shit like that, but it wouldn't be very often, because it's just like, depending on what the situation is at the time. For me, I could definitely make the fucking trips back and forth, but that's just a lot of money I don't need to be spending, and it could be spent on other things that I would feel is more important, honestly. that's just me. Hopefully I'm answering this question correctly. Well, it did say say if this was a girl asking this. Well, it says Joe Byron. I wouldn't know if a girl account would make a username Joe Byron. I mean, she could. I don't know. Let's just put in her the woman's shoes. If this was the girl leaving and the guy didn't want to do anything, or like didn't want to leave, I would say to her, if your man is actually doing something, and what I mean by that, if he has ambition and he has drive and he has a successful career and he's furthering his career where he has to be grounded in order to further his career, and he can't move, and there's no way for him to move to that state with you to further his career, and he's pretty much being forced to do it, then I would say to her, stay and just do the long distance relationship. I know it's going to be hard for her to be able to deal with that. But if he still wants to make it work because he loves you and he doesn't want to lose you, and he's, trying to make not only his life better for the both of you guys, I would say stay. If you do not want to stay because you want him to come with you, but he doesn't want to drop everything and leave, that's perfectly fine. That's completely fine on his end. But if this dude was a complete bum, wasn't doing anything, and just really had no drive or anything like that, I would say leave his ass. If he's holding you back, leave his ass. You have every fucking right to. Go ahead. Like, I know it's gonna be hard, absolutely. I know how fucking feelings work. Everybody knows what they feel and what they don't feel with some shit like that. It's gonna fucking hurt, breaking that type of shit off, especially if you had like years of fucking connection being built into that relationship. Like, of course, man, like, it's gonna be fucking tough for you. But honestly, if he's holding you back, like, you could try to make it go as long as possible, but you're gonna leave. I would say leave. Just move on, find another one. There's, I guess you could say, plenty of fish in the sea. Even though there's more women than men on this planet, out of the 7.5 billion people, 7.4 or 7.3 billion people on this planet. Yeah, I hope I answered this question correctly. That's what I would do if I was in this situation for this question. Me personally, that's what I would have done. If it was me, I would go. If she doesn't want to go, like, I completely forgot to say, if my girl was in that same position as my man, as the man was, in the reverse way I said that, if she was, I'm like, yeah, then like, you could stay there. I'm gonna go deal what I'm doing over here. As long as it's something that's worth fucking wild, I wouldn't just flat out leave or something, especially if it's not a better opportunity. Like, I don't just straight up go for some small significant shit. If both people are on the same page and they're both moving up, then I would try to make it work, do my best to make it work. It's just, I would hate it, especially depending on how long it's going to be. That's another thing. Does it say how long? No, it doesn't. Yeah, the question, it doesn't say how long it's gonna be. Like, if it was like a year or two, like, yo, I could tough that shit out. That's no problem. It's gonna be hard fucking toughing that shit out. But yeah, but if you're talking like 5, 10, 20 plus fucking years type shit, then it's just like, nah, my nigga, you're gonna have to really sit down and talk to this person, boy or girl, and really work this shit out. Leave everything on the fucking table. Let each other know what it's going to be moving forward if this shit happens, and then make your decision then. That's I guess the best way I could answer this question.